Hi guys, welcome to another DVD Blu-ray update. Haven't sort of done one for a while. I've just come back from holiday, went to Melbourne, well, Australia, Melbourne, you know, for about a week or so. Just which I'll probably show in probably a few weeks' time, but I do have a pile here which I've sort of got over the last few months or so. Also been having a few issues with my internet connection as well. It's been sort of dropping out. I've rung up the ISP a few times and it's better, but it still drops out. You know, even for a few seconds, probably once or twice a day, which is not it's not too bad I suppose. But if you're trying to upload like a YouTube video, you sort of if you sort of get halfway through, then the connection drops out for even for like a few seconds, and you got to start again. So it's a real, real pain in the bum. Yeah, okay, so we'll have a bit of a look. So I got, first one I got was the long, what's it called? the Long Good Friday, which was from a movie from 1986 with Bob Hoskins and Helen Mirren. Just sort of been referred to, compared to the Godfather and Scarface. I haven't sort of seen the Godfather or Scarface, but I probably wouldn't say it was pretty quite in the same same sort of league. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was essentially about Bob Hoskins' character. He's like the king of the London underworld in the 80s, and basically he's got some Americans have come over and he's trying to sort of make a deal with them, to sort of extend out his, it's like a business sort of venture. So they're sort of over the years, trying to buy them up a little bit. But meanwhile, there's someone sort of out to get him, like some of his buildings sort of blow up, and some of his crew are sort of being murdered off, and so he's trying to make this deal with the Americans and trying to keep them, out of the picture while he tries to work out, tries to separate it, because he doesn't sort of want to scare off the Americans, so he's sort of trying to, on the quiet, trying to work out what's happening, who's sort of after, who's trying to get him, sort of thing. Yeah, I didn't think it was too bad. It probably wasn't, quite as good as, I'm sure not as good as, Godfather or Scarface, but it's still pretty good. And it has, Keith Brosnan, the actor. I think it's his very first movie that he's ever in. So yeah, that was pretty good. But next, got a few Blu-rays. I think they were about $13 or something, so they were pretty cheap. So I'll grab them. I got G.I. Joe, the Rise of Cobra, which I think I saw, probably ages and ages ago. I think that's when it sort of first came out. Someone gave me a ripped copy of it. So I watched that and thought it was alright. And I've been on the forums and people, sort of reckon it's a bit sort of crap. But I watched it on Blu-ray, and yeah, it probably wasn't perhaps quite as good as I thought it was the first time. But I still thought it was, reasonably good. Good action scenes, and some, the acting's okay, and lots of sword fights and gun fights and. Things blowing up and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Next ones I got the first Transformers movie, and I also got the second one there as well. The third one hadn't been released. At the time when I sort of bought those, like probably a few months ago. I watched the first one perhaps in the cinema, I think. So I thought it was alright, nothing special, I guess. Sort of rewatched them again, and it wasn't too bad. It's good, really good. Special effects, and visually it's really good. Storyline's probably a bit sort of all that crash out, I guess, but I was alright. It's got Megan Fox in it, which everyone reckons she's a bit of a, well, some people reckon she's a bit of a hottie, some people reckon she's a bit, I don't like her. But I don't know, it's just me, but she's got like a brown sort of tan, and she just looks a bit sickly sort of thing. She's sort of got, I don't know, sort of brown sort of spots, and I don't know, it's probably just me, but she doesn't look all that well. She's in the first 2 movies, and I did watch the 3rd one the other day. She's not in that one. I don't know if she just didn't want to be in the 3rd one, or they didn't want her or something. But what's his name? The Wiki, the main character. He's got this blonde now. She's new girlfriend, and she's a bit out of place, I think. So she's looks like a supermodel or something. She's sort of real tall and blonde and thin, and sort of the lips, and sort of outside his league, as they say. Or I don't know, probably Megan Fox probably was out of his league too, probably as well. But she just looks a bit. I don't know. She should have watched the first 2, and then with Megan Fox, and then you sort of watch the 3rd one. She's got a new sort of, I don't know. It just doesn't sort of gel very well or something. But I thought she was alright though. She wasn't too bad of an actor. Good sort of. I don't know. It's a bit silly, but she's good in the running scenes. Because I suppose it's hard to probably. I don't know. It's hard to sort of run and trying to do it convincingly, trying to run and trying to react to things that aren't really there. Cause it's probably it would have been green screen or whatever. The Transformers would have all been green screens. You've got to try to react to something that's not actually there. So I think she did a pretty good job. It's just that she was a bit, she just looked out of place being a supermodel or whatever. So anyway. What I got was the 18, the extended cut, which I haven't seen. I tried to watch it, but there's something wrong with this copy. I think the menus and the intro was sort of fine, but when you actually started to watch, the actual movie itself, it's sort of getting all pixelated, and it was So I don't know. Hopefully I can take it back. If I can find the receipt, I might see if I can take it back. But sometimes it comes with a little seal on there, and it says once you break the seal, we don't accept returns. So they might not take it back off me. So but hopefully if I can find the receipt, I'll pop in and see what they say. It's not my fault that it's not working properly. I copy it and send it back. That's a different thing. But when it's not actually working, I did buy it a few months ago, so maybe they might not. Anyway, I also got Avatar. I thought I'd better buy that one. This was bought it a few months ago. I think it was like $25, which I thought was pretty good. $25 Australian. For 3-disc edition. Watched the movie in the cinema when it first came out, and I didn't really like it, to be honest. Visually it's okay. Really good, special effects, and that's really impressive. But I just had a few issues just with the storyline, But I think I might perhaps watch it a few more times, and then I might perhaps do another video, one of the other updates, perhaps, and just so I can form a bit more of an opinion on it, and then I might come back to it then, and just so might have a few more views of it. Just sort of perhaps my opinion might change a bit. Then I might perhaps do a bit of review or something like that, just one of the updates or something. Okay, I got the last couple. I got a few foreign ones. I sort of like foreign movies. So first one there I got was the Motorcycle Diaries, which is supposed to be really good, masterpiece. So I haven't had a chance to watch this one yet. So I think it's just about 2 guys that sort of go for a bit of adventure. It's in America, in sort of the Latin American sort of area. They sort of have a Norton 1939 Norton 500 motorbike, and they just sort of go for a bit of adventure and ride around, and just basically what sort of happens to them. The motorbike breaks down, and they've got to catch rides, and just about things about the political things at the time, and just stuff like that. So looking forward to watching that one. It's supposed to be a bit of a good one. Next one I got was Frivolous Lola, which I basically got just because she's showing a bum on the front. That's the only reason I bought it. Perhaps, perhaps because I like foreign movies as well. Sort of by the Tinto Brass, that's how you pronounce the director's name, collection. And yeah, I was sort of, my mouth will sort of go, my jaw was, it's pretty sort of, because he's sort of Tony Brass is sort of like a, you know, sort of the king of sort of erotic movies. So sort of, you know, campy sort of, you know, erotic movies. So it's all fun, you know, tits and arse sort of stuff, you know. But yeah, I was sort of really thought, what? You can't do that. So well, essentially it's about you know, the couple that they're going to get married. I think it's set back in like 1950s, and you know, they're still about to get married, and he's sort of old fashioned, you know, so he sort of wants to wait, you know, to their wedding night before they make love, whatever. But she doesn't want it. She's sort of really free, and you know, she's sort of worried about, well, you know, what if he's not any good in bed? What, you know, how does she know that he's just the one? You know, sort of thing. So yeah, just, you know, it's kind of like it's Italian. It's got a bit of a dodgy overdub on it, which is slightly annoying, but it's not, yeah, so it's okay, I suppose. But yeah, it's just really, you know, she's sort of, you know, she's sort of running around the motor on a push bike like that, you know, just with the, you know, bum hanging out, you know, see-through skirt sort of thing, and she's, you know, it's not wearing a bra, and sort of her boobs are sort of, you know, bouncing up and down and stuff like that. And this is the same way she's on a bed, sort of, you know, playing with herself naked. You know, she's got like pubic hair, and she's, you know, sort of flicking that and playing with it. Some people might think that's a bit gross, but anyway. But yeah, no, I thought that was pretty good. Good, yeah, good to watch. Last one I got was one called Venice Beauty, which has got Audrey Tatu in it. I think it's like the very first movie that she ever made. Essentially, it's about I think it's about four girls. So, you know, sort of run like a beauty parlour, and just, you know, just sort of what happens in there, and a bit of a chick flick, I suppose. But I think she's sort of the main character. You know, just about a love life. She also goes out on dates and, you know, meets men that are all, you know, a bunch of arseholes, really, just, you know, failing to, you know, love life. And you've got, you know, Audrey Tatu. She's like the apprentice sort of thing. She sort of gets seduced by a, you know, an older man. Sort of, he comes in and gets done whatever he gets done. And she's, you know, she's sort of a bit rough around the edges. And the fourth woman, she's like the owner of the place, and she's, you know, she's retired. She's been 70 or something. She just sort of comes in and oversees things, and she sort of, you know, and she sort of goes away, sort of thing. But yeah, it was perhaps the best, you know, foreign movie I've ever seen. But still, you know, find that mostly, you know, foreign movies are pretty good. So yeah, it was a too bad movie. Yeah, pretty much, you know, just got it because it's going to be, you know, Audrey Tatu's very first movie. So I thought I'd grab that. Yeah, so that's pretty much my little update for the moment. As far I got, you know, got another pile which I bought when I was on holiday. So I'll probably, once I watch them a few times, then I might like another, you know, make another video. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks to the people that, you know, got a few more subscribers now, and people have sent me a few comments on things, and so that's been good. So yeah, keep that up. Yeah, so yeah, until next time, I'll see you all later.